Pain is one of the most subjective human experiences, yet science has attempted to measure it through neurological studies, medical reports, and real-life case analysis. Some deaths are instant and merciful, while others involve prolonged suffering where the victim remains conscious and aware. Researchers have created pain scales to estimate how much suffering the human body can endure. In this documentary, we explore real, fact-based cases of the most painful deaths ever, recorded, ranked according to scientific pain estimates. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Being eaten alive, pain scale, 100. One of the most terrifying deaths known to humans is being eaten alive. In 2003, Timothy Treadwell and his girlfriend Amy Huguenard were killed by a grizzly bear in Alaska. Evidence suggests Timothy remained conscious during a significant portion of the attack. When a human is attacked by a predator, pain receptors activate instantly, adrenaline floods the body, and the brain stays alert, processing extreme fear and pain simultaneously. Medical experts estimate that being eaten alive reaches approximately 100 points on the pain scale. As horrifying as this sounds, it is still not the highest level of pain recorded. Boiled alive in an industrial oven, pain scale 105. In October 2012, a tragic industrial accident occurred at a seafood processing plant in Santa Fe Springs, California. 62-year-old Jose Molina stepped inside a large industrial oven to fix a malfunction without notifying his co-workers. Another worker, unaware that Jose was inside, closed the door and activated the oven. The temperature rose to nearly 132 degrees Celsius. Trapped inside, Jose suffered severe burns as his skin, muscles, and internal organs were gradually destroyed. Death by boiling is slow and intensely painful, earning it an estimated pain score of 105. Falling into molten liquid. Pain scale 105 plus. In 2009, Vincent Smith II worked at an illegal chocolate factory in New Jersey. While dumping large chunks of chocolate into a mixing vat, he was struck by a mechanical paddle and fell into molten chocolate heated to around 120 degrees Celsius. Although co-workers shut down the machine quickly, it took several minutes to remove him. Vincent died from extensive burns. This incident shows how extreme heat, even from everyday substances, can cause unbearable pain, comparable to boiling water, placing it above 105 on the pain scale. Burning alive in a house fire, pain scale 108. Fire-related deaths are considered among the most painful experiences a human can endure, both physically and psychologically. A heartbreaking example occurred in 2018 in Florida, involving 76-year-old Loretta Picard. Alone in her home, she called emergency services after realizing her house was on fire. Having recently undergone surgery, Loretta was unable to walk or escape without help. As the call continued, her condition rapidly worsened. Thick smoke filled the house, making it difficult for her to breathe. Her voice grew weaker, coughing became more frequent, and the crackling sound of flames grew louder in the background, making her fear painfully clear. Despite her desperate situation, emergency responders were unable to reach her in time. Burning alive is especially agonizing because the human body remains conscious during the early stages. Extreme heat overstimulates nerve endings, causing unbearable pain, while inhaling hot, toxic smoke damages the lungs and leads to suffocation. Panic and fear further intensify the suffering as the victim realizes escape is impossible. Medical experts estimate that death by fire reaches around 108 points on the pain scale, reflecting the severe physical injury combined with overwhelming psychological distress. Self-immolation, pain scale 110. Some individuals have willingly endured unimaginable pain for ideological or spiritual reasons, believing their suffering could bring attention to injustice. One of the most well-known examples occurred in 1963 in Saigon, when Buddhist monk Thich Quang Duc set himself on fire as a form of protest against the religious persecution of Buddhists by the South Vietnamese government. Journalists and bystanders gathered at the scene, unaware they were about to witness one of the most powerful acts of protest in modern history. As the flames engulfed his body, witnesses reported something deeply unsettling. Thich Quang Juke did not scream, move, or attempt to escape. He remained seated in a meditative position, completely still, while fire consumed him. This outward calm shocked observers and led many to believe that he felt little or no pain. However, medical science strongly disagrees with that assumption. Self-immolation causes massive stimulation of nerve endings, severe tissue damage, and rapid organ failure. The pain inflicted on the human body during such an act is extreme and unavoidable. Experts believe that years of meditation and mental discipline may have allowed the monk to suppress visible reactions to pain, but they could not eliminate the physical suffering itself. On scientific pain scales, self-immolation is estimated to reach approximately 110 points, placing it among the most painful deaths ever recorded. Falling into volcanic lava, pain scale 110. In 2007, Cecilia Chung traveled to the Democratic Republic of the Congo to witness one of nature's most extreme sights, the lava lake of Mount Nyiragongo. After a long and difficult climb to the volcano's summit, she attempted to move closer to the crater's edge to take photographs. In a tragic moment, she lost her footing and fell hundreds of meters down the steep inner wall of the crater. Although the fall caused severe injuries, Cecilia was still alive after the initial impact. The intense heat rising from the lava made breathing almost impossible, as superheated air and toxic gases quickly overwhelmed her body. Rescue teams were dispatched, but poor visibility and dangerous conditions forced them to halt the operation. Without assistance, Cecilia eventually fell directly into the lava lake. Lava temperatures can reach up to 950 degrees Celsius, instantly destroying human tissue. While death may occur rapidly, the initial exposure causes extreme pain and shock, earning this type of death an estimated pain score of around 110. Dissolving in a hot spring, pain scale higher than lava. In 2016, Colin Scott ignored warning signs at Yellowstone National Park and entered a restricted geothermal area. He slipped and fell into an acidic hot spring. Unlike lava, hot spring deaths are slow. The water, often acidic, dissolves human tissue over time. When rescuers arrived, only parts of his body were visible, and by the next day, his remains had completely dissolved. This combination of extreme heat and chemical burns results in prolonged suffering, making it one of the most painful natural deaths recorded. Radiation poisoning, pain scale 125. Radiation exposure causes a unique and horrifying form of pain. In 1987, a radiological accident in Goiânia, Brazil, exposed hundreds of people to cesium-137 from a dismantled medical device. Victims experienced hair loss, internal bleeding, organ failure, and severe skin damage. The most affected victim was a 6-year-old girl, Leida das Neves Ferreira. Radiation sickness destroys the body at a cellular level while the victim remains conscious. This prolonged internal breakdown is estimated to reach around 125 points on the pain scale. Nuclear radiation exposure, pain scale 125 plus. In 1945, physicist Harry Daghlian accidentally caused a critical nuclear reaction while working with a plutonium core at Los Alamos. He received a lethal radiation dose and suffered for 25 days. His skin blistered, organs failed, and his body deteriorated slowly from within. Radiation poisoning is especially cruel because the victim remains aware as their body shuts down. This type of suffering matches the highest non-torture pain estimates. The maximum pain threshold, pain scale 140. Historically, some forms of torture were designed specifically to maximize pain while keeping the victim alive. One such method involved systematic skin incisions, starting from less sensitive areas and progressing to the face. The goal was prolonged suffering rather than instant death. Medical historians estimate that this method reaches the maximum pain score of 140. Fortunately, such practices are now illegal worldwide. Conclusion: understanding pain to prevent it. These cases are not shared to glorify suffering, but to understand the limits of the human body and the importance of safety, ethics, and compassion. Pain scales help scientists and doctors prevent future tragedies by identifying extreme risks. If this documentary disturbed you, that reaction is natural. Awareness is the first step toward prevention. If you found this video informative, consider subscribing for more fact-based documentaries, exploring the darkest and most fascinating realities of human history.